Hi guys, welcome to Meri's Meri Adventures. I have to talk softly, because it's 1 a.m. and my family is sleeping. I'm the worst about packing late right before a trip, so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to maximize packing, and we're going to go over all of this and figure out how to fit all of this stuff into one suitcase and have room to spare. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm really tired. I'm in my robe already, ready to go to bed. So forgive this little Chinese robe, but hey, you know what I mean? It's comfy. Well, I wanted to make this little video a little bit more specific towards Europe because in Texas it's really hot here. You wouldn't think about packing sweaters and pants, but in Europe the temperature really does drop at night, so that's definitely a mistake I've made in the past, is not bringing warmer things to put on and layer at the nighttime. Additionally, you should bring sweaters to the airport because it's always really cold in the airplanes and I get cold easily, so that's definitely something I've learned from. Bringing comfortable shoes. And if you're wearing sandals, then maybe you want to pack some socks inside of your bag so that when you're on the airplane you can stay warm. Okay, so definitely don't forget your sweaters and don't forget your jeans, even though in the daytime you might be wearing your warm clothes and crop tops. And when it comes to packing, I do have to say I'm a girl. I'm still going to have my shoes. I have my concert shoes, my exercise shoes. I will try to do a bit of workout when I'm there. Going out sandals. Beach sandals. This is much more comfortable. I have forgotten beach sandals in the past. I wish I hadn't. And then we have wedge heels. Wedge heels always save me. So if you're going to travel and want to wear heels, then definitely do the wedges. Keep them comfy. You have to walk all day for weeks or however long your trip is. So make sure that you're cute and comfy. Maximize space for going out. I'm able to take some of the tops that I use for casual wear during the daytime and then make it more dressy by putting a skirt on and some jewelry at nighttime. So that also helps save space. But I'll bring like one nice dress to wear on a special occasion. Oh hey, pack a copy of your passport in case it gets stolen. I've had 3 friends that have had theirs stolen before, so it would be good to have if you were in that situation. And for girly items. The way you want to be able to save space most is by maximizing what you bring and minimizing the things that you don't actually end up using on a day-to-day basis. So what we have right here, I don't like to bring nail polish typically. I like these nail stickers. They're amazing and they last for over a week, so I have 3 different ones here. Jewelry is the biggest problem for me. I like to bring lots of different stuff and think about what I'm going to wear later on, but the best thing to do is to figure out ahead of time which pieces you would like to use that go with all of your outfits. Makeup-wise, typically this bag is all the way full of makeup. However, I did take out all the things that I don't use on a regular basis, so I'm sticking to the basics of makeup. Of course, there's a few extras, but that's really how you can save a lot of that heavy weight from the makeup bag and the jewelry bags. From there, I do have some of my favorite necklaces. I usually keep my necklaces in my carry-on because, first off, carry-ons usually aren't checked for weight. And so if you do want to keep some of your heavier items, definitely put it in your carry-on. I'm going to keep my carry-on under the weight limit though, because I do have a couple flights that are going to be pretty strict with carry-on weight, and I want to make sure that I don't get any extra fees. Alright, so I'm going to bring a straightener. There's not a whole lot of straighteners available, but I do believe that most places offer hair blow dryers, or maybe you can borrow one or just let your hair dry naturally and then straighten it later. Biggest thing for me, I like to have what I call a party purse. Party purse means hands-free. It's got a long strap that goes around you so that you don't have to worry about where you're going and constantly carrying something in your hand. That is really handy for me. It minimizes how much stuff I can bring because it's small. I don't bring a big purse. So from there, I have my carry-on bag. Now, my carry-on bag, I limited myself to 3 pairs of sunglasses. My nicer ones, I'll keep the cases, but my chibi pair that I'm going to have at the beach, I want to take this little case and use that so that it's not so heavy. Sleeping mask. This is my little travel pack that I got from one of my last flights. It's got all the little essentials. In case for some reason your flight gets delayed or you lose your luggage, it's really handy to have a couple little hygiene items with you. So all of my carry-on items will go in this bag, including my little purse. Things that you can also think of bringing are miniaturized bathroom products. So you're going to want to think ahead of time whether you like to just buy your items at the location you go to, which is really great. Whatever you decide to bring clothing-wise, keep in mind that you want to reuse outfits, and it would be really wonderful if you have a place to wash clothes. I'm actually not going to have one outfit per day. I'm going to be a little shy of that, so I need to find a place to wash my clothes, and the hostels that I chose definitely do have washers and dryers, which is really handy. Alright, now for electronics. This is really important because as you're traveling, you might not find electricity wherever you go. I'm going to be camping for about 4 days, and I'm not going to have electricity there, so I have here this portable charger, and this one I was able to get on Amazon for $30, and I like it so far. It has 2 USB ports, which are really handy. Additionally, it tells you how much charge is left. This is supposed to charge about 5 times an iPhone or a camera. I do have my camera here. Don't forget your headphones. And what you need are little adapters. These are not the converters that are going to change the amount of electricity that go through, but they're going to allow you to switch from your American plug into the European one. This is a typical European plug. Not all countries, especially not England, will fit this. So you do need to be aware of what countries you're going to for what types of converter or adapters that you're going to need. Let's see. We also have here my glue. Glue is so handy. So many times things have broken on the trip, or maybe a little outfit I needed fell apart, or my sandal broke, or a device broke, and super glue has become my favorite friend. I know people make fun of me for it, but hey, it's come in handy so many times. Okay, also you have a Swiss Army knife. Now, you don't necessarily need one, but since I'm going to be camping, I like all the features, nail clippers, bottle openers. We have tweezers and a knife. Okay, do not forget these things for a hostel especially. Oftentimes you have a locker at a hostel, but you don't have a lock to go with it. So you definitely want to have your own lock, and then you can have some sleeping earplugs. This kind is the kind that has a little strap that goes around, or more comfortable kind here. It can be really loud sometimes. People that like to go to sleep at different times wake up, or if there's a loud snore. I really can't sleep well with loud noises, so we're going to see how this goes. It's been a while since I've been at a hostel. Okay, from there we have playing cards. I think that's a great way to meet people and also hang out. If you have some cards to play in the evenings, then it makes for a good time. Alright, so a couple things to avoid to save space. Instead of bringing a large neck pillow, even though the total pillow is awesome and it can move in different shapes and it has different sides, oh, I love it, but I'm going to have to minimize, and I have this blow-up one. So it saves a lot of space and weight, and that way you can still be comfy while you travel, and this is going to be my pillow also while I'm camping. Additionally, do not bring large bulky purses. That takes up way too much space. Instead, you want to go with a very thin backpack that's light and that'll allow you to have a lot of space as you carry on. Additionally, be careful with which adapter you choose. This adapter is the typical size for a European electric circuit. However, you're not going to be able to use this one because this is a rectangle, and sometimes, especially in Switzerland, there can be a circular area that has to fit before the prongs can go in, and this rectangle does not match up with the circle. So make sure you get one that is circular on the edges instead of rectangular, okay? I forgot to tell you 2 things. Okay, for me it's important to have Band-Aids and sleep aid pills. If you're sleeping in a hostel, sometimes it can be really hard to fall asleep with the in and out and the noises, so I have always a sleeping mask with me that I bring in my carry-on, and then for nighttime it's good to have a little sleep aid. So for the last section of this, I would like to tell y'all I'm going to be going camping and I have to bring all my materials. I have my tent here. That's like a 2-person size tent, sleeping bag that is able to really get small, and then I have this. This is actually a floaty, a large one, but I'm going to be using it as an air mattress and also a floaty. So I'm at the beach, I can swim on it, and then when I need to sleep in my tent, I'm going to have the comfort of this air mattress. A lot of hostels do not provide towels, so even though of course I need this for the beach and for camping, you're also going to need a towel at a lot of the hostels. Sometimes you can rent them, other times you're going to need to have your own. One time I couldn't rent them and I didn't have my own and I had to dry off with my clothes after the shower, so learn from that experience. So I hope this helps you and I have great travels, and don't stay up late like me and pack right before your trip, okay? Do it the day before and then you have time to figure out if you left anything behind before your trip the next day. Okay, so bisous, safe travels. Thanks for watching. Here's all my bathroom items for 3 weeks. Ta-da! Here's all my electronics, sleeping masks, earplugs, and card games that I like to keep all together. Trailer! Okay, side note, I obviously have a lot of stuff I pack now. It used to be a lot worse though. If I would go on a 3-week trip, that would be a 2-suitcase trip. So I've really brought it down and improved since then, and I hope that I can help you improve too. Happy traveling, y'all!